Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
I got a hangover. Whoa.
Whoa, indeed.
Whoa, indeed. How is the maniacal meat squint herself, Lukey?
Good. Well, I was going to say we can start by celebrating some good news.
What's the good news?
We have got a new studio.
Oh, we have. I didn't know what the good news was going to be then. I thought, finally got the...
No thanks to any of you, by the way. Listeners.
Yeah,
sorry, actually, we love you. I don't know why I'm coming in so aggressive.
The hangers, yeah, I know. The hangers are good, but no thanks to our useless Instagram following. We're like, come on, girl, find us a studio. We didn't ask for much. East London, a creative studio. Yeah. It wasn't like we had no demands, but we found one and we're moving to the sunny riverons of Bethnal Green.
Yeah.
So
and
East
I'm
London.
excited because the walk from the studio to Hackney has got at least 3 Asian supermarkets that I'm
Love to see
all
it.
my money in.
And most excitingly, we're also going to be now sharing, not only are we going to be across from deep friend of the pod and celebrity DJ and stylist Fancy Shoes, Miss Georgie B, Georgiana Beffingtons, we're also going to be sharing a studio with deepest, most blood-oathed friend of the pod, Swamp Fairy Nails, who, if you ever need... Oh my God, sorry, I mean this so deeply. I'm taking my socks off as I say it.
Please don't. Where are you going to put them? On my sofa?
I'm going to put them in my pocket.
No, I meant your feet.
No,
your trotters.
My feet are off the sofa. Wow. Look at the way I'm treated here. Also, I have very nondescript feet. I think if anyone, like, I think my feet are just like...
Baby, feet is feet.
No, but I think like a lot of people have disgusting feet. My feet are just like literal feet. They're not ugly. They're not particularly hairy. I don't have finger toes. Like, I think they're actually fine.
Fine.
Wow.
It wasn't look of them because I can't see it. It's more just
the tang.
where you put in those slightly damp trotties. I hope
They're
it's not
actually
on
not
my
damp.
absorbent sofa.
Yeah.
Anywho.
If you put your stench trench on here, I'm sure mine will do just fine. Yeah, and beloved friend of the pod,
Swamp Fairy
Nails, who does amazing. They're going to be doing their nails out of our studio as well. So basically, if you do want to become best friends with us and you want to just hang out, you could come over, get your nails done, and...
Or if you are a budding or even unbudding performer, it's a little one-stop shop.
Yeah.
You can...
If your buds are just growing in.
Yeah, exactly. You can be organising a press-on consultation whilst picking up a wig or vice versa.
I could be giving you singing lessons while you're there.
Oh.
How about that? But how are you apart from that, Luke? Apart from the fantastic news that we're moving to Bethnal Green?
I'm good. I'm excited that from next week of the Hangover, we're going it alone. We're not going to be the sidecar of Cliffhangers. We're just out there doing it, telling you what we've seen.
So the most
where we've been seen.
Yeah. The most important thing about that, we're going to have to really get back into our Girls on the Town bag. We're going to have to really go out and make some memes, go torture some peeps.
Yeah.
Experience some life. Because otherwise... what we have to talk about, the interwebs. But that's very exciting. What's your first topic, Luke? Hang on, before I say that, actually. Lovers of The Hangover, get in our inbox. We need to hear from you. We need to hear... Thank you to the amazing friends and lovers of the pod that have already. But we want to know exactly what you want us to chat about. And it's really... it's dug up some quite brilliant stuff already. So...
Are you winking at me or is that a twitch?
I'm winking at you.
Sorry, I feel like the dupe cone I've just put on is really getting... Sometimes they overpower me they overpower me and my brain a bit much.
You just put some cologne on.
Huh?
You put some cologne on.
No, it's the bloody smoke over there.
Oh, sure. Yes, thick, innit? Anyway, what do you want to talk about, Lex?
I want to talk about Kate Nash and her Butts for Tour buses campaign. Are you aware of it?
I'm aware of the work of 1KN.
Well, yeah. So basically, she has caused outrage by announcing that she is going to be funding her tour by selling OnlyFans pictures of her cute little butt. Yeah. And people have been like, obviously down on her, being like, oh, what are you doing? That's sex work, boo. And she just did a really good Instagram post just explaining like why she did it.
You're all
It's like,
fucking losers.
yeah, and it's like I could just do a really shit tour, but I want to pay my band and everyone well, so we wanted to like,
Yeah, if there's a fucking market for people that want to see my pimply, wrinkly ass, then sorry, that's mine, not hers. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there is no fucking shame in my game. If you said push that button and even 100 people will buy photos of your butt, oh, best believe this hole would be all over the internet.
Yeah, she's just like, butts are funny. Like, get
draw a
into
face
it.
on it. Put some fucking googly eyes on it or whatever.
She also said, FYI, I'd actually earn more money if I lived off my back catalogue and stopped making new records and promoting them. If I have to explain to you why I don't do that, we're not on the same page about art and capitalism, life and purpose. I can't teach you everything, for fuck's sake. I'm just quite busy touring and taking pictures of my butt.
Yeah, she's actually quite amazing because she speaks out so much about. I saw her do an interview the other day where she was talking about like how how inherently damaged the music industry is. She's like, I am someone who has been able to live off the success of my music and like make money from that. She's like, but she was talking about how much. I think she said that she has something like 6 million active listeners per month.
That's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 million active listeners per month, and she makes something like $2,000 or $3,000 from that.
That's mad.
Yeah, because artists.
Yeah, then why are people not up in arms about that?
Artists earn 0.003 pence off each play of their song.
And it's not their fault that the world has made it so that no one buys anything. You can only stream it.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking grim. The music industry is in literal dire straits, and do you know what? It actually has inspired me. I think I'm going to stop using Spotify.
Sorry, 1 second.
Thank you. That's exactly the response.
Oh,
wow.
goodness.
What's
What
that an
time is
alarm
that?
for? Because I feel like, in solidarity with my fellow musicians, I feel like it is so grim, and so many artists, like even Caroline Polachek was like in her, in that thanks for listening to me, blah, blah, blah. She was like, I don't like Spotify. And like artists are just like don't. It's the lowest paid out of all of them. And I was like, I think I'd rather move over to Apple Music, which has like, have you seen the TikToks about how much better Apple sound is?
Because my boyfriend's got the family plan, I got Apple Music, and it is good.
Yeah.
Their like wrapped thing, their replay is a lot better than the Spotify one.
Well, apparently they fired all the people that did the Spotify Wrapped, that team that like headed up the Spotify Wrapped, and that it was done with AI this year. That's why it was so shit.
And it was a interns.
Yeah,
like,
someone brought it to them in 2019.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking grim. I just think like it's already such a broken system, and like so many artists have come out and been like, please, just like any other than Spotify, it's like the lowest paid, like by a huge margin, and it's the one that everyone uses. Like, please use Tidal, please use like Spotify, just like please use a different one. And I was like, I think it's time for me to.
The boycotts are coming from inside the house.
I know, but you know what's so annoying is I'm a playlist girl, and I'll go in on the playlist. They've got artwork, they've got descriptions.
Yeah,
they're like
the
some of them are like 4 years in the making.
Yeah, I've got like none of my playlists now.
Yeah, so that's a bit grim. But I mean, maybe the boycotts are the friends we made along the way. Do you know what I mean?
Did you watch Glow when it came out?
Yes. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hot
girls rolling around in lycra.
Yeah, I remember for like 12 hours I was like, I'm going to do female wrestling. But then I was like, oh no, but what if my boobs pop?
You'd be so sick at it though. That's your niche. Like
I'm
80s
scared,
porn
though.
star body in giant wigs, like
Smashing.
being like basically doing panto on stage.
Well, now you say it like that, I am kind of back into it.
Yeah.
But I remember feeling just so hard done by that Kate Nash was in it. It's like,
You were, weren't you?
What? If you wanted an English girl, like, I'm right here.
Do you remember when
Not to
Beano-
mention that I'm not like an actor. I don't like. No one knows who I am. Like, why would they have picked me? But I really.
But why
felt
not?
It really should have.
If it could have been
me.
Kate, then why couldn't it have been you?
Exactly.
Do you remember when Beano tried to get you mud wrestling or jelly wrestling or something? Yeah. Can I talk to you about the Hot Hitman?
Hot Hitman.
Yeah. So, are you aware that the CEO of United Healthcare, which is one of the leading health insurance companies in America, was assassinated in the middle of the road the other day?
Yes, you told me on the bus yesterday.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, I did. So, I just want to talk to you
I'm very
because
excited.
it is so insane because basically like the right are having an absolute meltdown about like basically what this means in society, because they are hideously shocked that people are celebrating his death, and they can't understand, they cannot put two and two together. I've seen it on so many Republican like tweets and stuff that they're like, wow, is this really where the world is heading, that people would celebrate this man's death?
Which is mad, because pretty sure most of them celebrate when people like Just Stop Oil protesters get killed and things like that.
Of course. Also,
and they're actually trying to help you.
They have a 34% denial rate. United Healthcare.
That ain't just a river in Egypt, honey.
Right. Imagine if that's a third of claims to be like, please can you pay this or I will be bankrupt or I will die or I just literally will not be able to get it done, or it's gender affirming healthcare or like anything. They're like, no.
It's probably not even a real person.
And this is people that are paying for healthcare. This is like your customers that pay every single month, and you turn down a third of them for it to pay for it. That is fucking insane. I feel like, why are they shocked? He is one of the most dangerous. I saw a thing saying the reason people are happy that he's dead is because he is one of the most dangerous men that exists on this planet at the moment. They were like, to be a CEO and to know that your company actively kills people, like you're a murderer. Like, and he's a billionaire and he gets to walk around knowing that he has made money off these people that pay for healthcare and then they don't fulfill any of the insurance for them. Fucking, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. It's very bad juju to wish death upon anyone, but if I saw him bleeding out on the road, I'm gonna keep on walking.
It just feels like Mother Nature makes her own cosmic karma, and it do be like that sometimes.
Sometimes it do be like that. And also, I did see as well on Twitters that a different company, one of the other leading healthcare companies, after that, first of all of the healthcare companies have started taking off like who their boards are off the website. So it's just like there's no photos, there's no information.
Scared,
yeah, bitch. And then also I saw that one company sent out a pledge to all of their everyone that worked in the office, and they said this has to be signed and returned by the end of the day. Those that don't will not be able to continue working here. And it was basically a pledge from anyone that worked within the company. You had to sign that was basically like, I acknowledge that the healthcare insurance company in America is one of the most vital services. It was basically like a pledge to just pledge that, like, we don't think that people that work at health insurance companies are bad. One of the clauses of it as well, not clause, but like one of the points of it was like, we also understand that the CEOs and execs, the highest in the company, are showing the highest level of commitment and professionalism and are the most important cogs in the machine. Like, and they got all of the people, any person in the health insurance company had to sign it and be like, no, don't worry, you're not a bad person, we respect you, and if you didn't, you had to go.
Gross.
That is so, how fucking tiny are your balls?
But also,
show
like,
me the
they're
testes.
so scared of like China and communism. It's like you're basically doing your own kind of thing there.
It's so embarrassing, isn't it? And just another reason to remind yourself that America's one scary place. Ain't it? Which leads me neatly on to, did you know that there was a Trump biopic coming?
No. I wish it was a Trump
live Red Room.
Is it a biopsy of him?
Do you know that Eli Roth saw on he was going to do a documentary about the dark web, and it was going to be like a film documentary where he went and said if he could find the darkest corner of the dark web, basically that's what the documentary was going to be about. And upon that, when he was like filming for this documentary, he found himself in a red room, a real live red room that was like pay to play basically. And it was like the how much money it was, like it's £20,000 to like watch, it's £30,000 to like be able to pick a weapon, £40,000 to get them to like say your name or whatever. And yeah, these like live red rooms. And he basically got so booked out because he was like, they will be able to trace it back to me because I won't be able to make this documentary. And that's where he was like, I'll just do Hostel. And that's how he got, like, that's why he did Hostel. Because he was like, I need to just do a film about it. They're like, I can't do a documentary because they'll expose it too much. But then they were like, so is Hostel based on what you found? And he's like word for word. Like, that was what it was. Fucking crazy. Sorry, all of that wild detour. But
So is that what the Trump film's going to be like?
yeah, Sebastian Stan of Pam and Tommy fame, Big Dick Tommy.
Sure.
He is playing Trump. There's been outrage because basically...
Oh, wait, no, I feel like I've seen posters of this on the tube within the month or something.
And first of all, so he's been having like huge problems because loads of like Hollywood execs and stuff were like, do not do it, it will absolutely tank your career. Like people, like nobody wants to see that film. And it will have a very divisive like production because the people that will go and see it will go see it because they're Trump supporters, and then you'll become the figurehead of Trump supporters. And basically, you know, actors on actors that they have the when like, you know, like Kim Kardashian did it with Chloe Sevigny and everyone's like, what the fuck? They have like Nicole Kidman and Cynthia Erivo like talking to each other about their careers. Okay. He couldn't do it because he couldn't find a single actor whose publicist would agree to do it with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he was like, unfortunately, I was like denied doing it because they couldn't find anyone that would do it.
Does that not give him the clue that maybe he should jump out of this project?
Right? How fucking embarrassing. You've already embarrassed yourself by playing Tommy when Pammy very graciously was like, you are like basically taking my life and making money of it.
What do you think of Lily James for playing Pammy?
Bold.
Same.
Bold decision. Yeah, I mean,
Decision.
it's her close ties, Pammy's close ties to Netanyahu and her love of Israel soften the blow. I'm not going to lie.
We have to just...
We choose not to see.
I
can't see, I'm blind. Yeah.
There's certain things I can't
Tough.
see.
But I will be front row for the last showgirl, which looks
Yeah, she'll learn her ways. She'll learn her ways.
Unreal. Sorry, I've been talking for ages. Talk to me.
Talk to you. Well, let me switch to something a bit more fun.
Ideally.
Do you remember doing purity tests when you were younger?
Colour me interested. What
So it'd be like 100 questions, and it'd be like, have you ever kissed with tongues?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
get like a rating. I was thinking about that the other day, and there's actually an updated one for the internet world. And I was thinking we could like go through, and there are 100 questions, so we might need to split it up over thing, but I feel like us and the listeners should work out who... I got 70 out of 100.
Out of 100 of how pure you are?
No, out of how naughty I am.
Oh, okay, cool. Right, fine. Hit me with the first 10.
Okay, so...
Let's do the first 10 and that's our percentage. If you got 70%, I'd need at least 7.
Yeah, but these are... Okay, well, we'll see. So, been on a date.
Yes.
Been in a relationship.
Yes.
Kissed a member of preferred sex.
Yes.
Made out in public.
Yes.
Played a game involving stripping.
Yes.
Masturbated.
Yes.
Sent or received underwear pics.
Yes.
Sent nudes.
Yes.
Received nudes.
Yes.
Sexted.
Yes.
So there we go.
10 out of 10, baby.
Yeah.
They all seem very... Surely every single person has done all of them.
Well, yeah, I think we can go up to like 50 and keep a tally, I reckon. It wouldn't surprise me if at 50 you've already got 70 somehow.
Yeah. I think I can't imagine that any of these will be a no, but I'll mark my nose.
Okay, keep going. Ready. So we're going to do 11 to 50.
Okay.
FaceTime sex. Kissed 3 or more people in one night. Friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Been in love. Had a dating app. Paid for primo version of dating app.
No.
Long distance relationship. Asked for a stranger's contact info. Been asked for your info by a stranger. Gotten back or hooked up with an ex. Slid into someone's DMs. Watched porn. Paid for any porn. Watched porn with a member of preferred sex. Talked to 5 people or more at once. Posted a thirst trap. Said, I love you. Been to a party. Thrown a party. Drank. Been drunk. Blacked or yacked. Played a drinking game. Faked sobriety. Flirted with a stranger to get a free drink. Taken alcohol from your parents. Smoked weed. Done edibles. Hit a bong. Vaped nicotine. Smoked a cigarette. Cocaine or a drug stronger. Had a fake ID. Had fake ID confiscated. We're nearly there, guys. Used fake to buy alcohol or drugs. Used a fake...
Sorry, used ID to buy drugs. Who the fuck wrote this?
Used a fake ID to get into a bar/club. Had the police called on you. Gotten into trouble with school or law. Showered with member of preferred sex. Given or received a hickey.
So there's one that I haven't done, and it was because it was fucking lame.
There's only one out of all of those you haven't done.
Yeah. I said I'd just say if it was no.
You had fake ID?
Yeah, I mean...
I feel like that's such an American thing.
Define fake, but I had my brothers. I had Rory's when I was growing up.
So you're on 49s out of 50 so far.
Yes, that would be 98% if it goes the same way, you know. But they also feel like, who hasn't done all of them?
Yeah, but it gets gradually...
Sure, and then it gets like, have you pulled open a man's skull with your bare hands?
Well, doesn't actually get that juicy. Maybe we should continue with
next week. That seems like a crazy...
No, I mean, like, do our own one afterwards.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe we get the listeners to fill it out. Be like, what's your puree test?
Maybe. Have you seen that Charlie Hunnam is set to play Ed Gein in the next Ryan Murphy Monsters series?
No.
Charlie Hunnam of Queer as Folk fame.
Getting
I never
rimmed
saw him
live
on the motorbike show.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy. Famously getting rimmed on Channel 4 at sort of 10 o'clock at night, and it caused absolute mayhem, didn't it?
My dad didn't like to watch it.
I bet he didn't. It was...
Oh, look here, what is this?
Oh, all the gay boys with the bums. It was... I was too young, actually, when it was actually on telly, but I remember watching it for the first time when I was like 14, and I was like, hot fucking damn, he is so fit. Which is not very me, because he's blonde, and I famously don't...
Yeah, but just... Even everyone's hearts.
Yeah. Just like, he's called Nathan. He had proper Manchester accent, and he was just cute as about him. Loved him. That is fucking crazy. How do we feel about Ryan Murphy using another serial killer's trying to make sort of a sexy story, a glamorous story out of another serial killer who's murdered countless people? Probably let it go, Ryan Murphy. I don't know.
I know it's morally wrong, but I just eat them up.
But like, if you can do American Horror Story, like, why not just do Charlie Hunnam's a fucking star. Why not just use him and write something rather than like re-traumatize all these people who've lost their loved ones? If your boyfriend had been killed by Ed Gein, the last thing you want to see is them be like, oh my God, sexy Charlie Hunnam on TV.
So what you're saying is we need to wait until that generation of people that were victims have died, and then we can tell their stories.
Yeah, it's just like especially for like fucking what's the guy from
about all the people that
Wisconsin
died on
called
Titanic that had to watch that film from the heavens.
What's the fit guy from Wisconsin called that everyone loves? The
Wisconsin, I don't know.
From
Wisconsin.
his last murder was with Evan, the last murderer, the monster
Menendez.
one. No, the one before that then with the glasses. Him with the glasses that everyone thinks is fit.
Sure.
Shank.
Yes.
Whoever that is.
I always forget what his name is, that one. I'm not that interested in him.
No, I don't really care for the gay ones. It's bad for our image. You're ruining it for all of us.
Well, I was going to ask you, I know that you're not a fan of them, but however, is there a favourite serial killer you have that you would like to see biopic thing of, and who would you want to play them?
I would love to see a properly well done, slick thing about Jack the Ripper, because we know absolutely nothing about them.
There's a theory that it could be a woman.
Yeah.
What's that? The ones with the babies. What do that?
Midwives. Or like Spring-Heeled Jack or someone like.
Who's
one of the
Spring-Heeled Jack?
Spring-Heeled Jack was a Victorian murderer.
So steampunk, you love it. Don't you?
Don't know. Well, I just fucking love that like dirty Victorian London where it was all prostitutes and people selling you dodgy pills in alleyways and stuff. Like,
I like that tiny bit near what station is it?
I don't know.
Liverpool
Couldn't tell you.
Street, you know, when it's got the proper like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that shit. I would read like that. And who else do I love in terms of serial killers? I mean, I love a lot of them, to be honest, but I just don't think. I think like if their families are still alive, like maybe just give it some fucking time, you little bitch. But yeah, probably Jack the Ripper. What about you? John Wayne Gacy.
No, I had this. Well, actually, I stole it from this girl Leah, who in a previous episode we spoke about. She's the one who was scared of wigs from my secondary school.
Loser.
And I stole this serial killer like encyclopedia of her. And there was this man Albert Fish. Do you know about him?
Yeah, I know the name.
But like the thing that just I really always remembered is that he wrote a letter to because he was a child rapist and cannibal, classic.
Yeah.
But he like wrote this.
It's classic. It's a winning combo.
Yeah. To the mother of one of his little girls that he killed, and like the letter is so fucking rowdy.
What kind of saying what?
I've kind of summarised it. So he was also known as the Grey Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria, the Brooklyn Vampire, the Moon Maniac, and the Bogeyman. I like Moon Maniac.
Wow.
It sounds like a sexy, like, Gatorade or something. So, okay.
I would also like. Do you know anything about Dr. Crippen? The brides in the 10 Rillington Place. They did a TV show called 10 Rillington Place ages ago, and it's about he drowned like 3 of his wives in the bath.
No.
He was a real doctor, and aren't they often?
Sounds a bit like the Legend of Bluebeard with all his wives in the thing. So basically, it starts off, this letter, talking about how in the 1800s in China, it was, I don't know how racist or true this is, but that people were like stealing children off the street and using them as meat. And this one guy...
Using them as meat, as in eating
them.
Oh, yeah.
Like sort of like little street kids and stuff.
Street meat.
Street meat, yeah. So one day this guy came back to America and he was telling Albert Fish, like, oh my God, like it was so juicy, you've got to try it. So then he's like, you know what, I fucking will. So he grabs these 2 boys, young
Can-do attitude. Love it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's America for you.
Yeah, isn't it? That's the American dream.
And he like kept them alive, tied up, trying to make them tender, like spanking
How
them
old?
and stuff. 7 and 11. When they were ready, he killed them. He ate everything apart from the head and bones. He roasted, fried, boiled, broiled, and stewed the meat. And then he found this little girl that he met through, like, he met this woman, and the woman invited him round. And when he was round, her daughter like sat on his lap and was like making friends with him. And he's like, do you know what? I'm going to eat this little girl. So he lured her around to his house on pretense of a party, and then let her play in the garden while he stripped off so as not to get blood on his clothes. And then this is the last paragraph of the letter. First, I stripped her naked. How she did kick, bite, and scratch. I choked her to death. Then I cut her into small pieces so I could take my meat to my rooms, cook and eat it. How sweet and tender her little ass was, roasted in the oven. It took me 9 days to eat her entire body. I did not fuck her, though. I could have. I wished. She died a virgin. And imagine being the mum getting this fucking detailed letter of someone you like let into your house.
Sorry, trigger warning, audience. That is so much more grim than I thought it was going to be. But that's why, unfortunately, for people like that, it's got to be the DP, not the good DP. It's got to be the penalty, the death penalty. Like, imagine not only has your daughter been murdered, she has been tortured, and then he sends you a letter about it. It's like, baby girl. I can't remember what it is in the Green Mile, but it's like if they don't wet the sponge or something, it's more painful. Like dry sponge all day long.
I thought if they wet it, it makes it worse because then I don't know. Either way, whatever the worst one is.
Yeah, absolute worst. Like that should be like sort of I'm a Celebrity style. They like put them in a box of like rats and like scorpions and just lay or a piranha tank. They need to be like picked alive. That is so fucking grim.
But yeah, so Jude Law for him.
Yeah. Yeah, but Ryan Murphy will definitely be hopping on that ASAPs. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I would like to talk to you about what are your thoughts on the new casting for the Harry Potter TV show, and what are your thoughts on the fact that J.K. Rowling is going to be involved.
I haven't seen too much about the casting, to be honest.
HBO said they would rather listen to what the casting team thinks is necessary for a good show than audience noise. No, fan noise. Basically being that we don't care that she's a transphobe.
What, for the casting?
For the show, because people were like, I won't watch it if J.K. Rowling's involved. They were like, oh, that's just fan noise. It's like, no, it's actually global noise.
How involved is she? Is it like they have to
she's
her?
She's like developing it.
Really?
Yeah. So
annoying.
I'm obviously do not want to watch it.
I'll probably stream it illegally so that no one gets paid because I'll
It's
have
just
to know what's going on.
so fucking annoying because we don't need it. Like, grow up. Like, we've got the books, we've got the films. Like, we don't need a TV show. But secondly, how do you feel about Papa Seydoux becoming the new Severus Snape?
I don't know who that is by name, but I've seen a picture. I kind of don't really have too strong feelings about it. I know Maggie's got a few.
I don't think Snape can be hot. Like, Papa's quite fit. Like, I don't think Snape can be hot.
He's quite hot in the young days, you know, when there's like the flashbacks. I mean, not hot, but just he looks like a goth, basically.
I saw someone tweeting saying, wait until we find out that the real reason James Potter bullied Snape is because he's racist. Just like James Potter, like, throwing the N-word around and stuff.
It doesn't surprise me because he's such a prick. I hate James Potter.
Absolute awful character. But also Harry Potter, famously, awful character.
Yes.
Absolute wet. There's a lot of wets in that, unless you're in the Malfoy gang. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to sit that one out, to be honest.
What do you think of the casting of it?
I think Papa Seydoux too fit, can't do. And then there's talks that.
But also, like, when is it? It's the book, so isn't he too young to be Snape?
Yeah,
anyway?
100%. Also, there's talks that Cillian Murphy is going to be the new Voldemort. I don't know whether any of these are true. It also wouldn't surprise me at all if literally every single person in the TV show is a brand new, nameless non-celeb, because I think they will really struggle. If J.K. Rowling is attached, they'll really struggle to get actors to be involved.
I thought like a couple of months ago they released some things, like some, like casting options. I guess that was all just lies then.
Can I also talk to you about to move on to another worrying thing? Have you heard about this whole DoorDash delivery drivers, about men pretending to be women?
No.
Let me tell you. So there's this whole thing going on in America at the moment because...
All the news is American these days.
Yeah, well, I'm a global bitch. I'm bi-coastal. I'm international.
Yeah.
Basically, with DoorDash and Deliveroo, they're finding that men that are the DoorDashers, because you have to like create your own profile, are pretending to be women. They're pretending to be female on their DoorDash profile. And women have been like constantly complaining, being like, I don't really know how DoorDash works, but I think that you're like, oh, so-and-so has agreed to pick up your food. And you're like, okay, cool. I think you have more like connection with the person that's coming to do it. I don't really know. But basically these men have all signed up being like, oh, I'm Sarah. And then when it gets to at the door, it's like a 40-year-old man. And women are basically being like, okay, he's got a photo of me and he knows where I live. And like, I don't feel comfortable. And basically there's no like regulation on the apps to stop these men like pretending to be women so that they can like get into the buildings and stuff. Because apparently like, when you're a man, you get a lot less work because people don't want people knowing where their address is. And then people are like, oh, that's so grim.
It's not very fair, is it? Why don't these people just fucking come down to reception and get their door off any gender person there?
Well, I guess like I was just trying to think like I guess if you're like, say if you're home alone and you order takeaway and like a random man comes up to your door, like he can easily get himself in. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I wonder whether...
Why would that not happen in the UK? Like, that could happen with the postman.
Sure, but you very rarely... I think it's because it's actually really unregulated that like anyone can become a DoorDasher and it's like really quick, easy money. Whereas like for Amazon, you like have a contract and it'd be much more difficult. Whereas like DoorDash, yeah. And so people are basically losing their minds. And then people being like, well, maybe it's because people are undocumented in America and it's easier to kind of like throw in the scent off or whatever. But crazy. Would you feel annoyed if, say you like got in a cab, for example, a taxi, and you were like, oh, a woman's coming to pick me up, and then when you got there, it was a man? Would you feel unsafe?
I wouldn't feel unsafe because 95% of cabs I go in are driven by men anyway.
Yeah.
And I've seen, you can tell when like someone's, even on like Deliveroo drivers or whatever, when they're using someone else's profile, it's like, that is not you, my friend. But
yeah.
Like, if you want to bring me stuff.
Maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't mind that much.
Okay.
Well, on that note, I guess let's wrap it up.
Oh, let's wrap it up, girlies. Lovely to chit chat as always. Get in the inbox. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah. That's it, really.
We'll speak to you soon. Love you.
Bye.
I got a hangover. Whoa.